Back with our full panel. Bay, do you think that Mrs. Governor Palin's numbers may be dropping a little because people are starting to focus on whether, in fact, she could be president tomorrow?
No, that was a big issue for a couple of weeks, and they were very effective at hammering that with the help of the press, I might add, Larry. But right now, the issue is not Governor Palin. The issue is John McCain versus Obama. It's about the economy. And what John McCain has to do, he's using Palin exactly as he should. He's rallying up the troops. He's encouraging and inspiring the base, and he's using her to attack Obama and to get things going there, hopefully putting pressure on Obama and exposing the character angle, which is always a very, very credible argument with a voter. If a person's hesitant about a person's character, they won't vote for him. But the key here is John McCain's campaign needs to get focused, hammer this economy. The economy now came back today, and hopefully that will help John McCain come back.
The former Bush strategist, Joan, Matthew Dowd, says that the campaign is out of McCain's hands, that a turnaround may depend on Obama making a major misstep on national security or the like, or else he's going to win. What do you make of that, Joan?
I think that's true, Larry. And I just have to respond to Bay. I think the mistake the McCain campaign has made is in going too much to the base. This election will be won in the middle by the swing voters, and they've written them off. They're scaring them. And to go back to something Kevin said earlier about Obama being too liberal, when you've got a Republican Treasury Secretary who's spending $250 billion buying a government stake in our banks, what is liberal and what is conservative? The point is, we are going to have to spend our way out of this mess. That's clear. And who do voters trust? And it's clear that they trust Obama and Biden.
That's completely wrong. Yes, it is, for this reason. This movement towards Obama has nothing to do with Obama or his message. It had everything to do with the collapse of the banks. And the American people said, we've had it with Republicans, and they moved
I disagree, Bay, because
Democrats. Obama better hope this thing doesn't come back.
I think it's an opportunity.
Fast.
It's an opportunity for Obama. And I want to say, I've been critical of Barack Obama over the months. I think he used to have a very abstract, kind of ethereal message, and he has come into his own unbelievably in the last 2 or 3 weeks. He is hitting on all cylinders, and he's offering a positive message to the middle class, not the bankers.
Isn't what the government is doing now in the trend, admittedly, Kevin, socialistic?
Look, I don't think
government helping out people.
I don't think that the government action is founded in either a conservative or liberal ideology. I think it's founded right now in a panic, and that the Treasury is doing everything it can to inject liquidity into markets and install confidence back in the credit markets. But my point about Barack Obama has less to do with, again, with party ideology like liberal, but it's a fact that he's always supported more taxes. It's a fact that he's always supported bigger government. It's a fact that he's always supported national security policies that I think the majority of Americans would believe would make the country weaker. And the biggest problem has been that we haven't had a very coherent, very responsive message in making sure that the American public knew that. And that's why I think that in these last 3 weeks, that the charge for the McCain campaign is to hammer home relentlessly with a very methodical effectiveness the fact that Barack Obama does not share the same policy viewpoints that the majajority of the American public does.
So again, negative and not pro.
No, it's not negative. And Joe, let me just disagree with you very substantively on that. When somebody says that a candidate has the wrong policies versus that guy's a bad guy, that's not negative. That's a discussion about the direction we want to take the country. I think Barack Obama would take the country in a decidedly wrong direction. That's not me being negative. That's me making a case for the arguments and the policies that I believe in.
Now, Paul, why is Kevin wrong?
I'm not wrong.
First off, I like negative campaigning. Kevin's right about that. As long as it's fair, factual about the public record and issues, and taxes are perfectly fair issues.
Substantive argument.
Nothing wrong with that. Here's the problem, though. The most effective negative launched against John McCain have been launched by John McCain. In our first segment, Joan Walsh made the point that Americans now trust Barack Obama more in a crisis than they trust the war hero, 35-year veteran of Washington, John McCain. Why?
Unbelievable.
Because we've had a real crisis. Campaigns do test these candidates. I love that the campaign is long and hard and challenging because like Joan, I was also a skeptic. I supported Hillary Clinton in the primaries. I was worried about Barack's lack of experience, but look at the steadiness, the thoughtfulness, the strength, the resolve he has shown, and then look at, yes, how erratic and really odd John McCain. Last week, John McCain gave a speech. He addressed his audience as, and I quote, "my fellow prisoners." Well, McCain is a prisoner of his own failed strategy in this campaign.
Thanks, guys. We'll have you all back. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Larry.
You're watching Larry King Live. Hillary Clinton.